There's a legend in the town of Elmridge that no one talks about in the daylight. A story so old it's woven into the soil, passed down in hushed voices around flickering campfires. It begins with a tree, a gnarled, ancient thing standing alone in the forest clearing east of the creek. Locals call it the hollow tree. No one remembers when it first appeared. Some say it was always there, older than the town itself. Others say it grew overnight after a terrible storm, sprouting from the earth like a scar. What they do agree on is this: you don't go near it, not after dark. The tree is hollow, split open like a mouth stuck mid-scream. And from that hollow, sometimes you hear whispers. 17-year-old Miles Fletcher didn't believe in small-town ghost stories. He grew up in Elmridge, heard all the tales, haunted mines, crying rivers, the hollow tree, but they were nothing more than bedtime warnings to keep kids from wandering off. He was curious, always had been. And so one autumn evening, with the sky bruised in shades of purple and gold, Miles walked east, past the creek, past the broken fence line that marked the edge of the town, into the forest. He carried nothing but a flashlight and a recorder, the old kind with a red blinking light and a tiny built-in mic. He was going to debunk the whispers. There it was, the hollow tree. Miles stood still, gazing at it. It was even more menacing up close. The bark was darker than he remembered, stained with shades of red and black. Its hollow seemed to swallow the light around it. He reached out to touch the tree. His hand was shaking, and then he heard it. A whisper. Not loud, not clear, but definitely real. A voice calling his name. Miles. He spun around, but there was no one there. His pulse quickened. He turned back to the tree, his heart racing. He stepped closer to the hollow. The darkness inside felt wrong. It wasn't just the absence of light. It was as if the darkness itself pulled at him. Miles. His heart pounded louder, each beat a reminder of the warning that echoed through the town. Don't go near the hollow tree. But Miles couldn't stop himself. The pull was irresistible. He stepped closer. The whisper came again, now almost a scream in his ears. Leave, before it's too late. He froze. Something about the voice, it wasn't just the tree speaking, it was calling him. And it knew his name. The panic set in, but the fear paralyzed him. His legs wouldn't move, his arms were frozen. Then the earth below him shifted. The ground cracked, splitting open in front of him. And beneath the soil something moved. Slowly, almost deliberately. Miles. In a blur of panic, Miles turned and ran. He ran as fast as he could, stumbling over roots and rocks, but the whispers followed him. They were inside his head now, echoing with each step he took. His lungs burned, his legs felt like they would collapse beneath him, but he pushed on. And just when he thought he was far enough, he felt something cold at his back. He turned, and there it was. The hollow. The dark void. But this time it wasn't empty. There was a face. A twisted, distorted face staring out from the tree. Its eyes were wide open, black voids that seemed to devour the light around it. Miles staggered backward, his mouth dry. You shouldn't have come here. The words echoed in his ears. The face was wrong. It didn't belong in the hollow of a tree. It didn't belong in this world. He reached for his recorder, his only means of proof. He hit record, his hands trembling as he muttered into the mic. I'm at the hollow tree. I don't know what's happening, but I think I'm losing it. The recorder crackled, but it wasn't static. It played back his own voice. It's too late. His own voice, but it wasn't him speaking. It was like something else, something deeper, something darker. And then the face in the tree blinked. Its eyes glowed. The hollow seemed to grow larger, expanding like a mouth preparing to swallow him whole. You can't leave. Not now. Miles backed away, his breath coming in ragged gasps. The ground beneath him cracked even more, and the whispers came again, louder than before. The hollow, the face, the whispers, they were all pulling him in. There was no escape. In the next moment, everything went silent. Miles was gone. The tree stood still, as ancient and silent as it always had been. The whispers ceased. The wind stopped. The forest was empty. The hollow tree had claimed another.